Greg making 5 reactions as we speak. Oopsie, his first gym was just the first draft. Too soon.
How many of you have had a recurring fantasy where a tank top wearing hairy Russian man is sitting across from you in the sauna?
None. No one. None of us. Zero. Zero! Zilch nada! None of us. Zero! 0 times! None have thought of this!
Enrique!
My goodness.
Your shape of cock. Look nice, yeah?
And so Mike Israetel, he roasts a video, my $250K home gym sucked, how I fixed it. And so apparently Mike is consistent in everything in his life. He always presents everything as the first draft. And so whether it's his PhD thesis, whether it's his home gym, it's never good enough. It's riddled with errors.
Enrique!
And so of course I write on the comment section and I notice there isn't one like, one comment, not a thumbs down, nothing. And so we all know that Mike Israetel is deleting comments. And Mepstagram, she tried to find my comment and said, did he delete your comment? I can see the comment, but you cannot. And so what happens is they're deleting comments, thousands of comments. And unfortunately, comments help the algorithm. And so when you write a comment on my video right now, for example, I want to buy your Turk Builder Max because it helped me to put on so much muscle. When can I get it again? Is it back in stock? When you do that, it makes more people watch the video because it sends it out into the algorithm. And so please continue to comment.
When I built my home gym, I thought it was going to be perfect. But the truth is, it kind of sucks.
The truth is, it kind of sucks. The perfect intro for Mike finally addressing his PhD thesis. I mean, if he did this and actually admitted it, you know, I tried to cover it up. My PhD, it sucked, 200 mistakes, it was horrible. People would then forgive him. I'm telling you, I know people. I am a good judge of character. And I'm telling you, if Mike actually went on camera and said, I made these mistakes, I attacked Solomon, I was wrong, I'm going to now move on, people would move on. I would move on. But no, he cannot do it. He cannot address it. And so people continue to downvote his videos. And unfortunately, it's affecting his channel, getting perhaps 1/3 the views that he could be if he simply admitted to his mistakes. But he just thinks he's too good. I don't know why he can't just admit when he's wrong. I've made mistakes in my past, and when I do so, I admit it. Hey, I'm not a perfect person. And so, Mike, admit what you did was wrong, and the world will finally move on. But until then, well, it's making me billions of dollars. I've read the comments. Coach Greg, soon to be a billionaire.
What?
I don't know who does Mike's PR, but they should be fired.
Yeah. Why don't they know what to do? They're just using the Jeff Nipaw theory where you just don't respond ever. Jeff Nipaw used to tell me, I can't react to you because you have less followers than me, and if I react to you, then it's going to help your channel. And so I can't react or mention anything that you do. And so Mike, he can't react to Solomon. He can just refer to him on other channels where he literally is paying them to do the video. But I digress.
The fact that we planned and executed on this gym during COVID left me with a few bumps and bruises and machines I look at like you look at red-headed children. Why are you in my family?
I mean, imagine attacking red-headed children when you look like Mike.
Enrique!
Like, he's putting red-headed children down like, oh, I have to support you till you're 18. I know he's trying to be funny, and he thinks that he's funny. And he told us, myself and editor Steve, that he is funny when we said, you know what? You're a smart guy. Why do you make those silly jokes? They're not needed. And he said, because it's funny. Everyone thinks it's funny. We think you're funny, as in to look at. The low-hanging fruit here is you're in a wife beater with hair everywhere, balding, and you don't upkeep anything on your body. There's no upkeeping whatsoever. The low-hanging fruit is the proper
Enrique!
Bro, you did a set of leg curls. Like,
They're unspeakable.
and warning, I've already watched the video. He didn't include a sunbed. And so the gym sucks. He adds in a sauna to be hot all the time to see his veins and whatever. But he doesn't add a tanning bed when we all know the only thing that matters about your physique is having a proper And so, Mike, it's all about Looksmaxxing. You're trying to get your veins out. I understand that. You can, of course, use harder than last time. You can use supplements and all that stuff. It's going to increase the flow to veins. You have more blood flow than last time. Code Greg, 15% off. But what you're missing is the proper tan. And remember, when you do lay down and get a tan, it's going to heat up your skin. The blood vessels are going to pop out, and you will, in fact, look more vascular. And so you get 2 birds with 1 stone. You get a tan, you get the veins, and you can do your selfies to Instagram while having the proper tan.
And my femurs and the tibias, so they smell. And so I'm only 4'10" and a half.
And so, unfortunately, Mike is only 5'5" and a half. He isn't 4'10" and a half. He's exaggerating. But what he's saying, it does in fact make sense. A lot of equipment, they're made for just taller people. The average height, Mike being 5'5" and a half, he's taller than the average woman, slightly shorter than the average man, but yet the equipment is still not made for us shorties. And so I don't know why the equipment manufacturers can't design equipment for more of a wide range of people who are perhaps from 5 feet tall to 6'6". Doesn't that make more sense? Most women are about 5'3", 5'4". And so if you're 5'5" and a half as a woman, you're actually above average in height. And so Mike, he's actually a tall woman. And perhaps you didn't know that. And so shouldn't gym equipment be made to suit the average tall female? You would think, but yet they do not.
Order a Roger squat. And unless it arrives and is assembled and people are using it, you need to walk with your head down in shame. That's right, the deep kind of shame that follows you later.
Why is Mike talking about walking with his head down in a deep walk of shame? He's talking about the fact that if you don't have the proper squatting machine, you should do that, when he's alluding to the fact that that's how he feels because of his PhD thesis.
And the other problem is I'm Jewish, and painfully, deeply so. And spending money is like cutting my own fingernails off, like right off the bone or whatever. It's terrible.
Imagine saying that you're cheap because that you're Jewish, worrying about that, and then saying you're trying to save money when you're literally making millions of dollars from selling the Renaissance Periodation app. Let's see. Merci, mademoiselles. Je sell le Renaissance Periodation app, and je suis ne sais quoi. Et comme si, comme ça, j'étais sobre elle esta computadora.
So he does this, and the whole pipe bends of him just leaning on it, and I'm like,
Did he just say that his pipe bends when she pushes it like this?
All I heard is that.
Mike, we getting freaky with the lady.
That's what I heard.
That's what Mepsigram heard. She heard it as well. The whole pipe bends when she pushes on it. It's a good time to advertise Sweetened Blow, specially formulated for him, but you can also use it on her. And this is not an HTLT item, although Philion did in fact believe this to be true.
Put in that clip. Does he sell that?
He did, he said that. Does Coach Greg sell that?
what kind of machine makes them, the boys, moist?
I mean, like, are you hearing this in real time right now? What kind of machine makes the males moist?
I didn't know guys got moist.
Do men get moist? I mean, perhaps if they're not circumcised,
Like,
it gets moist.
moist?
Moist.
Oh, I hate saying it.
Maybe at the ball sack, perhaps they get moist.
Enrique!
They're not dry in that area. The balls are hanging low. You know, guys who aren't on performance-enhancing drugs and they're hanging low, their balls are bigger, they hang down, not like Coach Greg, but other guys, and they get moist down there.
I'm not used to that.
And it's all probably, you know, fermenting and smelly, and it's moist. That's what Mike likes. Mike likes guys like that.
Enrique!
Why would he say these things? I'm just going to rewind it to see if my ears are playing tricks on me.
Do boys get moist when they get aroused?
Yes.
Why wouldn't they?
Maybe Mike has too strong of a suspensory ligament, and the moisture is coming onto his stomach. He gets aroused very, very quickly, and it drips out and becomes moist. It's got to be that. But machines aren't supposed to make that happen. Does pansexuals include being attracted to inanimate objects? Pansexual. We'll have to look it up. Is there a name for being attracted to gym equipment? Let's ask Chat. Is there a term for being attracted to gym equipment, inanimate objects? Not people, but rather objects that you could lift, like weights or trees. Yes, that kind of attraction does have a name. It falls under a broader category called Objectophilia, or objectum sexuality. Objectophilia, objectum sexuality, OS, experiencing romantic or sexual attraction towards inanimate objects rather than people. It could include physical structures like building, cars, bridges, mechanical things like gym equipment, weapons, and machines, natural objects like trees, rocks, or landscapes. People with this orientation describe forming an emotional bond with the object, sometimes giving it a personality or a name. Specific examples like Mike Israetel's joke. If someone said they're sexually romantically attracted to gym equipment, barbells, machines, weights, that would technically be a subset of objectophilia. There's no narrower scientific term like gymnophilia for fitness gear specifically, but that's how psychologists would categorize it. And so remember, there's something for everyone out there. And so if perhaps the huzz are a little bit too difficult to get, you could have objectophilia. Now, some of you are going to say it's hyperbole, that he's just joking about this. You know, the squat rack, it made me moist, but why wouldn't put anything past Mike? Remember, Mike is very good at lying. He's very good at hiding his emotions. And so if he says he's attracted to a squat rack or a chest press machine, it is in fact possible.
And I realized the hoist makes them moist.
I kind of want to get my money back on all my hoist equipment right now. Like, my entire gym is full of hoist gym equipment. Mike said hoist makes him moist.
Enrique!
Imagine if Mike Israetel came to my gym, it would be white globs of creatine all over the gym. All over the place.
Moisture.
I mean, the chest press machine alone, coupled with the tricep push down and the shoulder press, all hoist equipment, Mike would have a field day. Did you not see when I went to level 4? That was literally a hoist shoulder press machine.
Enrique!
Bro, you did a set of leg curls. Like,
They're unspeakable.
imagine how many times Mike finished to that video. Many times.
So you can plug into the machine using your legs and really get the right grip.
Now, you're not supposed to plug the machine in. It doesn't vibrate. You just use it.
Enrique!
What's this? Push and turn to adjust. There's a little bit too many adjustments here. I'm not sure we like this.
And it's tons of force down there. It's insanely ergonomic. And I didn't mention one thing. It's smooth as silk.
Tons of force down there, and it's as smooth as silk. I can't get this out of my mind. Every time I'm going to my gym equipment now, I'm going to be thinking about Mike Israetel getting moist. How am I supposed to get a good workout now? Ruined it for me. I mean, he's literally hugging the machine and petting it. Objectophilia personified. When you look up objectophilia in the dictionary, there's a photo of Mike Israetel stroking and hugging the shoulder press machine. I mean, yeah, you can't make this shit up. And no, not everything is safe. There's literally a warning on the gym equipment to keep your fingers away. When the weights come down, if you have your hand there, crunch. It's not safe. You gotta stay away from objectophilia. And so I beg you, do not try to place this part of your body in between the weight stack. It won't end well.
Enrique!
I don't care how moist it is. Don't care how much lubrication you use. Even if you've got sweet and blow for all your, male needs, it's not going to be enough.
This is weird.
It would be weird for anyone in the world, so Mike.
How many of you have had a recurring fantasy where a tank top wearing hairy Russian man is sitting across from you in the sauna?
None. No one. None of us. Zero. Zero! Zilch nada! None of us. Zero! 0 times! None have thought of this!
Enrique!
My goodness.
Your shape of cock look nice, yeah?
It's too much. Who's not clicking out?
I mean, the video started out strong. It was getting a fair bit of likes and views, and there's a downshift. I think once people got to 13 minutes into the video, they clicked out. They stopped recommending it to people. Now, initially, a lot of the gay fans of the world, they start watching Mike's videos because, hey, they swing that way. They're perhaps pansexuals or objectophiliacs. But once the average viewer gets to this scene,
Enrique!
and here's this, let me just play this again.
Your shape of cock look nice, yeah?
Many of us don't want a hairy Russian man to look at us and say, your shape of cock looks nice. Most men do not. let's ask the chat. This is Mike's God.
Is your spiritual
What percent of men would want a hairy Russian man sitting across from them in the sun after working out to say, your shape of cock looks nice? So roughly 0.01% to 0.1%. So 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 10,000. So let's call it 1 in 5,000 men want Mike to say, I like your shape of cock.
And